Normally I have a kick-ass intro, a song, a bon mot, a clever, whimsical, thing that happens at the beginning. For those of you who remember the streams from the before times. But I don't have one. Not this time. I have something else for you. I have an announcement. Yeah, I'm going to play this like several times, but I have an announcement to start with. Get ready. That was weird. First of all, if you want, this is my link tree. Boom. Come check it out if you want to know more stuff. But here's my intro, and that intro is an announcement. For those of you who are here, congratulations. You're the first humans that get to hear this announcement. That announcement is, I'm going on tour. Yup. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go on tour in 2023. I'm coming to dive bars. I'm coming to some upper crusty areas. I'm looking at all kinds of venues. So if you have an area that you want me to come to, hit me up at thebirdchat@gmail.com. That is why I put that in the what the hell was that? I don't know what that was, Kirsten. That was weird. Something happened. But anyway. That is why I put that link tree in the chat, because I want y'all to email me, bother me, check it, keep up on it, follow me on everything, because I'm going to start announcing all these things. But yeah, going on tour. Oh, wait. What's it called, though? Yeah, that's it. I was gonna do more stuff, and I will do more stuff later. But yeah, now you know. That's what's happening. How do you do? Hey, Sam I Am is here. Nathan Buck is here. Game Drew is here. Come to Atlanta, absolutely, bud. Kaiser's here. Holy shit, everybody's here. Pinball Jet already got our tickets. What? Attican, you're here. I told you. Attican hits me up. Pirate Tom, you made it. What's up, John? Attican hits me up on the Discord. It's like, wait, what did you mention on the TikTok? And I was like, hold on. I want you to have the experience. For those of you who are just joining us, this is what I was talking about. Yeah, I'm going on tour, and I'm going to go to as many dive bars as Hey, how's No Brain? How are you, bud? Hi! Oklahoma or Texas? On the list, man. Hit me up at thebirdchat@gmail.com if you have bars or locations I can come check out. In the meantime, that's not why we're here. We're here because it's a Fireside Chad. We're here because it's a Fireside Chad, which means we're going to hang out with somebody by the fireside, and I promised you a special guest, and I will deliver. Y'all know Pinball Jen? What? Yeah.
Hello.
We're going to talk about... Oh, Sam I Am says, oh, dang, only bars? Hang on, Sam. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Texas, bro. That's the most Texas thing I've ever heard. For those of you listening on the podcast, there's going to be a lot of talk to the chat, because that's what we do. If you want to know what the hell we were really talking about, go on my YouTube. Anyway, that's for the kids in the future. Hello, Pinball Jen.
Hello, Chad. I already bought my tickets for your tour.
Nice. Nailed it. For those of you who are concerned, they're not on sale. She just bought them anyway. Because I don't know when. I have no idea how that's going to go. But
I'm going to sell them on the black market. It's fine.
Yeah, man, make your cred. You know what I mean? Get some cash. I'm not mad about it. I hope I have scalpers. I doubt it. I can't wait.
Okay, when you come to my town, I literally will be the one standing outside. I'm going to make a TikTok of scalping tickets for your show and see how many people actually do buy, because that would be great.
That'd be amazing. Oh, Kylie Lindsay, how are you? What's going on? Corey? Yeah, I will come to Texas for damn sure, man.
Joe Ciravino is in the chat. Yay! Hi.
I got a free subtitle, A Flight of Fancy. Oh, I love that. All right, so here we are with Pinball Jen, the one and only. So for those of you who haven't been following me on the TikToks and things, what's going on? Because Pinball Jen actually came through Chicago for the expo, and we got to hang out at Galloping Ghost.
We did.
Which was next level. And also wild, $50 in Live Nation fees. I'm going to do a Fathom event. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one of those Fathom events that like you go to the movie theater and they're just like, for those of you who can't travel all the way to Zimbabwe to see these dancers, you're going to sit in a theater with several other adults crunching popcorn and watch them yourselves.
See, I bought my tickets on Eventbrite. Eventbrite. That's where I got mine at.
Then, yeah, they have to pay the fees, and I appreciate that. So yeah, so Pinball Jen came to Chicago for the Chicago Expo, and we got to hang out at Logan Arcade. Much love. And I got to stream from there. Much love. And then we got to go to Galloping Ghost, and we got to play in the pinball room. If you want to know more about it, check out my Instagram. If you haven't done that, I have a link tree in the thing on the bottom. Yeah, this is how the night's going to be. I'm going to be plugging a lot. Anyway, wait, Chad the Bird Tour, Ruffling Feathers. Okay, that's not what we're calling it. You guys want to know what we're calling it? I'm never going to get tired of that.
Please insert that every single time you can, because I love it. It's amazing.
Thank you. Oh, Jay No Mercy is here. How are you? I'm sorry you're feeling yucky. That's what COVID does, bud. But you're here. You're alive. You're going to get through it because you're vaxxed and you care about science. So you're just going to get the sniffs, and you're going to get the weird, like gut gravy, which sucks, but you're going to get through it. Yeah, it's happening. I'm sorry, bud. Attican, I mean, speaking of someone who spent too much for a Fathom ticket, totally worth it. What was it for? Was it Pirates of Penzance?
No, it was probably for like a Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's definitely so. Yeah, okay, I that's fair. That's fair. Okay, all right, everybody. Chad the Bird, come and see it. I'll shit on your windshield. That's going on the T-shirt, Rick.
I will buy that T-shirt and I will rock it every day.
Fuck yeah. So, yeah, no, you're right. Song inserts. You're gonna love all this. So, hey, Pinball Jen, welcome to the party. This is your first time on the cast. How are you?
It is. You told me poolside casual, so this is. I don't have like my hat doesn't fit over my headphones.
Oh, I see.
But I do have my like Tommy Bahama pinball version, because it's all like pinball playfields on it, so or back glasses.
That's badass. Check this out. I got this. So Toilet Tea Paper sent this to me.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome.
What? Yes. I feel like repping some Christmas toilet paper.
Yes.
Some Christmas TP.
It's like very close to like Mr. Hanky, but like better, but better than Mr. Hanky.
But less stoned and more with it. Oh, Attican says you're both not that far off. It was the One Piece movie. Ah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice. Okay. So Pinball Jen was in Chicago. And if you want to see the pictures of us hanging out, check out my Instagram and your Instagram as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Attican's mad because you're aping the style. That's Attican's turf. Nerdy pinball, nerdy fucking Hawaiian shirts. Oh, that means you gotta step up your game, man.
Yep.
Now you gotta do like nerdy, like top hat. I think that's the next level up. Okay, wait, Jenny No Mercy, where can I check for where I'm going for the tour? ChadTheBird.com. I put that's all you gotta do. You'll get updates in time. But we're not there yet. Right now, we're talking to Pinball Jen about, what are we talking about? Math? We're talking about, oh, fuck yeah, we're talking about pinball.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, you were in town, and that was badass. We got to hang out. We did several chemicals, and it was a lot of fun. And then we got to go to Galloping Ghost, which, for those of you who don't know, is the largest arcade in the world, and it's 40 minutes outside of Chicago.
It's so great. It's very easy to get lost in it. Now, you have to understand that the arcade side is the largest. The pinball side,
brand new.
It's new, and it has some really great machines. We even talked we had some interesting stories about some of the machines that were there that you can't honestly find out in public that often.
So these are the pinball cabinets you're talking about.
Correct. Yeah.
Wait, thank you, Eric Jansen. Thank you for making my day better. All right, so questions. So when you were at the pinball room, okay, let's do a little backstory because there's a lot of people in the room that do not know about the Galloping Ghost. First of all, you should Google Galloping Ghost. It's the largest arcade in the world. I think they have over 900 original arcade cabinets. It's free play all day. And they just built, they have it's wild because they have the whole street is them. They're just buying buildings on top of buildings on top of buildings. And they started a pinball room, which looks like your friend's dad's finished basement in their suburban home. It smells like Burger King. And like it's that kind of lighting too.
But in a good way. But in a good way. Yeah.
True.
Yes.
And they have a lot of cabinets in there. It's not as many as the full room, which is like crazy 900 something plus.
Yes.
But that room, I think it has like 20. I want to say.
I think it has a little bit. I think it has a little, around 20, maybe 30 machines. But like, what's really the draw for it, if like you're a pinball person, is that they have an original Highway Alien. So not the remake from Brothers, but the original Highway Alien.
Whoa. Slow down, Top Gun. We don't know what you're talking about. Lead us
I'm
down
walking
that
into the danger zone. So Highway was a company, I want to say it was like 18 or 17 or 18. They were pitching to do an alien-themed pinball machine. And
Alien the film. Not the alien.
Yes, like,
not the ones that built the pyramids.
Yeah, like, well, did aliens build
No, they didn't. I was making a joke because every time someone says aliens, they immediately go for that History Channel, Ancient Aliens, because if it wasn't a bunch of fucking rich white people, it must have been aliens. Anyway, go on.
So
the tea is hot!
Yes. So they were making this machine, and if anybody who like has played pinball before, they were very ambitious, and that this machine was very expensive to make, and they eventually went bankrupt because they were not making a profit off of this machine because of how well it was being done, but also how much it cost to make versus what they were making from profit of selling it. And so, I see Tom in the chat says everyone knows that Predator was built in. Predators built the pyramid. See, we're gonna transition.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, wait, did you not see AVP?
I did. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's from. I forgot it was from AVP.
AVP in Antarctica.
I blocked that movie out of my brain.
It was. AVP was better than AVP Requiem. Like,
yes, but that's like saying getting kicked in the nuts is better than falling on your nuts.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Yeah. So they have an alien from Highway that eventually, like, Highway went bankrupt, and then years later, Brothers Pinball bought the IP and all of their like designs and stuff from them, and started to reproduce it in a more affordable way, I guess I would say. I mean, pinball right now is not, the market is a little rough, but so they have an original Highway, and like if you play the Highway pinball machine versus playing Brothers, like they're both really great machines, but like Highway was the way that it was like designed to be, and this like wide-bodied, like absolutely amazing machine. Sorry. JJ is like getting very into this.
JJ, what's up, buddy? So we have a question. So we have a question in the chat.
Yes.
Because you are. So for those of you who don't know, Jen is a professional pinball player, which is why we're talking about pinball. If that wasn't clear, Cody Tucker asks, if you are in a competition, does drinking help? Like, does it darts, or do you prefer to be sober?
I prefer to be drunk, let's be real for a second.
Love it.
But it depends on the player. Like, there are a lot of people who take it very seriously, and I don't. So drinking definitely does help my ability to be able to play because you don't overthink things. If you are sober, you tend to really, really think about it and be like, oh gosh. But if you, you have got a nice buzz going on, but then there's a certain point where you've been like way too drunk and you're just like, piss poor, like, this is not happening right now.
I don't want to be here anymore.
I just rather would, like, yeah.
I feel like that goes for all sports.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I can't compare because the only sport that I drink for is pinball. So.
First off, Kirsten, yes, I do love talking to Toily, and when the two of us did impressions of each other, that was a bucket list moment. But like Rick asks, he more specifically comments that he wants that Elton John Captain Fantastic pinball machine. Did you ever play that? That's a fun
machine. That is a fun machine. Yeah, there is one at Wizard World in Fort Wayne. So for those of you who are located in the Chicago area or close in the Midwest, there is a Captain Fantastic at Wizard World.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, let's be real, honestly. Like, because, you know what you're doing. What's the worst pinball cabinet ever? And why is it Theater of Magic? Fight me.
I told you I was going to fight you because I love Theater of Magic. Like,
okay.
It is the first game that I've ever completed the wizard mode on.
All right, what is I've heard you talk about the wizard mode, and we were like 9 beers in the middle of fucking Bolingbrook, Illinois, when you were trying to explain this to me. So what do you mean by wizard mode?
Yeah, so most games that are outside of your electromechanical games, which are like the ones from like the 60s and the 70s, have what's known as a wizard mode. So think about your like 80s, 90s, and especially nowadays, the newer games definitely have a wizard mode where it's just like a video game, right? Where it's kind of like beating the final boss. You want to work towards a specific goal to beat that final boss. And so you have things that you need to do to progress to get to that final boss. And then once you've beat that boss, you've beat the wizard mode.
Oh, so yeah, it's final boss. Okay.
It is the final boss. It's Bowser. It's your, whatever the boss is in BioShock. I don't remember, but yes.
Well, we don't want to spoil that one because that's like the whole story.
Well, it depends on which BioShock you're talking about.
Oh yeah, everybody loved Infinite, and I was kind of bummed out by the ending.
Really? I thought Infinite had like a very great storyline. Like
I think
that
was my
really
problem
great.
with it. What's that in the background there, Pinball Jen? That looks like boxes.
Yes. Or are you talking about the dog? Because
probably JJ.
This is probably it's JJ that's, hanging out with me. But Theater of Magic was the first game I ever beat the wizard mode in. So I have like a very special place in my heart for Theater of Magic because I have beat the wizard mode. But the worst game, if any of you follow me on any social media, you will know it is a tie between Monsters and Led Zeppelin.
Between Monsters and Led Zeppelin. See, I played the Led Zeppelin machine, and I wasn't that bummed about it. Why was that the worst one?
So I think because it was right around the time when Steve Ritchie, who was the designer of the game, was kind of on his way transitioning between companies. And so, I personally think, this is all speculation, if Steve Ritchie is listening or Stern is listening, anybody is listening,
I really hope
I don't
so,
hate you.
I've met Steve Ritchie, and Steve Ritchie's the shit.
He is great. He is really, really great. Like, to have Steve Ritchie yell at you all the call-outs from High Speed and Black Knight, all right, so
great. For those of you who don't know, Google Steve Ritchie Stern Pinball. Not only is he known as the master of flow, legendary pinball designer, but he's also the voice of Mortal Kombat and the game Black Knight. So the guy who originally said finish him, that's Steve Ritchie. Anyway, moving on.
Or play better.
Or play better, right?
Yes. So I think Steve Ritchie kind of was in the mentality of I'm good, I'm on my way out, and just kind of finished up Led Zeppelin as quickly as he could, because very shortly after Led Zeppelin was announced, Steve Ritchie left and went to I believe Jersey Jack. He either went to Jersey Jack or American, one of the two. So,
but still a true blue dude.
Yeah. So they're both in Chicago, so it doesn't matter. But
he's classic Midway.
Oh,
because back in the day,
for sure,
Midway Games was in Chicago, so like Mortal Kombat. Well, Neverwhere is in Chicago still, but like the original Midway guys were all in Chicago, and you can still see the original Midway offices. And it's a bummer to go by there because they're not working anymore. But
it's
a lot of those guys.
Town.
Oh yeah, all right, Steve Ritchie's at JJP now.
JJP, thanks, Joe.
Right on. But yeah, a lot of those guys, still live in the city, and that's where we get Logan Arcade, which you all have heard me talk about a bunch, and Galloping Ghost, which we've been talking about, all the classic cabinets, they're all buds that hang out, and I've gotten to drink with them, so be jealous.
Yeah, all of them are so they're all so. It's such a even if they're at different companies, they're still such a tight knit awesome community that they all still talk to each other, and it's not it's in competition. Like Joe said, Steve's over at JJP now, which I'm very excited. He would not tell me what his IP is at JJP when I saw him at Expo, even though I asked him about it.
Nice.
But I know Steve's dream IP, but I highly doubt he would get that. So
wait, what's his dream IP?
His dream IP, from what he's told me from years ago, is Harry Potter. He would love to do a Harry Potter.
But there is a Harry Potter one, I know, right?
There is not, because J.K. Rowling does not think that Pinball will make any money from the IP.
Oh, what a surprise. J.K. Rowling sucks.
Yeah, we all know that, so
there
cool.
it is.
But I do think that if there's any company that would do Harry Potter justice, I think it would be JJP.
Yeah,
which is Jersey Jack, because Jersey Jack has very intense, like, you know, very in-depth rules, like, you know, take their Pirates of the Caribbean machine, like, it was all 4 movies, like, you know, well, all 4, but we all know 3 only exist, just like, you know, Indiana Jones, but it's fine.
This is interesting. Water Those says, I didn't really notice anything bad about the monsters, but the Star Wars Pro Cabinet, because it fucking cheats bad.
I love Star Wars so much. Like, literally, you can go to any of my league nights, especially the women's league. If anybody is like, what game will Jen choose? Jen will choose Star Wars every single time, because everybody hates it. Nobody wants to learn it. So I spend so much time learning that machine because nobody wants to take the time to learn it. I love it. It is so much fun.
Mahoney wants to know where we can find you on social media.
You can find me. I have it. I think if it has it up, I put J Roop in parentheses. That is my handle on both TikTok as well as Instagram. So if you search that, you should be able to find me. Also, if you search just pinball in general on TikTok, there isn't much content creators on pinball on TikTok doing pinball content.
Yeah, she's not bragging. There's just no one's doing it.
There really isn't. There's like a lot of really great creators. I suggest following all of them. I've done a video of all the creators for pinball that I would suggest following because they're great. But Star Wars is one of those ones where I understand why people hate it, but I absolutely love it. I love it.
Fuck out of here. Sorry, hand is... Get out! Oh, shit. Oh, we have... Oh, my God. All right, so a friend of mine is in the chat right now. This is Laura Coleman. I didn't know your husband used to work at Midway. What?
That's so cool!
That's fucking awesome. All right,
so
way to go, bud. Go see Laura Coleman in The Mark of Cain at the City Lit Theater. It's all about the creation of Batman, if you're in Chicago. Oh, what's happening here? Tom Mahoney has a question for you. What's the oldest pinball machine that you've played?
Oh gosh, I wouldn't even remember the name of it because, you know, some of those older machines, I don't know. There's some, okay, I can tell you the most interesting older machine that I've ever played. I don't remember what the name of it is. Actually I do. It's called Big Dick.
Really? Okay. All right, I'm Googling this while you're talking.
Yeah, it's called Big Dick, and I played it at the VF.
Big, am I saying this right? Big Dick?
Yes.
Pinball?
Yes.
God bless us, everyone.
And I played it at the VFW in Michigan.
Couldn't have been the worst place to play a machine called Big Dick.
Yeah, but if you, there's like a whole story about the.
This is some vintage trash.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But there's there's like 2 different backglasses to it, and
there's 2 different what?
There's two different backglasses, so like backglass art.
Where there's like glass. Okay.
Yeah. So there's like one that's like the
safe search, Chad. Safe search.
Yeah.
No, I got you. Don't worry.
There's
I'm gonna put it in the chat. Don't worry. You guys are gonna fucking. This is disgusting and weird.
Oh, for sure. Like, it is 100% like not PC nowadays. But it was interesting to, like, you know, play a game that at one point somebody in the, I'm pretty sure probably the 60s could buy. It's not anything to write home about. No pun intended. But
this game looks musty, and that makes me sad. Yeah. This game looks like it smells like hams, not
something else.
The beer and or it's
something
like
else.
like a musty shag carpet and hams. Ew. Okay, yeah.
Maybe
definitely.
a hint of asparagus here and there, but depends.
Well, I'm sorry, chat. I'm definitely gonna put that in there, and you guys can like Google responsibly.
Yes.
I'm trying to find one that when it pops up is just the image of the machine. Ugh.
Yeah.
Lucy's favorite machine. Hell yeah. Good call. Oh, that's awesome, Laura. Well, since I know you, we're gonna have to talk about Midway, your husband and I, because
that's great. That's super great.
Dexter Bravo says, "What is the least fun game to play?"
Monsters or Led Zeppelin.
Damn, we are just shitting on the Monsters game.
And this is so bad because I've met John Borg, who is the one who designed Monsters, and most of his games I really enjoy. So John Borg also did Rush, which is one of the newer games that came out. I really, really enjoy Rush, and I've told him
the band.
Rush like the band, and I'm sorry, John. I don't like Monsters. It's like Led Zeppelin. It's boring. The shots are just standard. It's not fun. It's
Wait. So that's a good question that I have for you. Thank you, me. What when you say a machine is boring? What does that mean? Because we turn these things on, all this shit's going on. The last thing I am is bored.
Well, it depends on what level of challenge you want, right? Do you really enjoy playing level 1 of Mario over and over again? No, it's boring to you because you know what to expect, you know what happens, you know where you need to jump and dodge, and how the cheat to go behind the bush. It's the same thing with pinball in that it is shots that are predictable and easy to set up and you can do over and over again. So why am I going to play a game for 20 minutes with shots that I know are easy to hit versus something that might be a little bit more challenging, like Rush or Iron Maiden or some of your older machines, from the 80s and 90s that give you a little bit more variety.
So basically what you're saying is that a machine is boring because it doesn't go anywhere.
Right. There's no, I like to refer to it as the flow, right? It's a very easy flow. So, to me, most of Led Zeppelin is backhanding, which is very classic for Steve Ritchie games, is a backhanded shot, but Wait,
hold up, Maverick. What do you mean by a backhanded shot?
So if you are trapping up the ball here, you're hitting shots that are on the same side versus trying to hit it on the opposite side. It's just
when you're saying trapping up, do you mean on the flipper?
Yeah, on the flipper. Okay.
Remember that I'm stupid and I don't know what any of this means.
I've played pinball with you, Chad.
I'm pretty great.
I know you know. So. You explained to me all the rules on Dracula. So
goddamn right, that game fucking rules.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Tom Mahoney says found an old blackjack pinball machine in his bar's basement.
Blackjack is it black? I think it's blackjack's the one that's very interesting because I think that's one of the games where you actually can lose points.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
I don't remember if that's the one or not.
Wow.
But it's because essentially you're trying to get your hand of blackjack, and if your dealer is better than you, if you hit a particular shot, then you lose points instead of earning points.
Oh, that's really interesting.
I think it's really interesting, which is why I don't know if you had a chance to go to Expo, but Jake Danzig, he rethemed an old Paragon to Dukes of Hazzard.
Is he related to Glenn Danzig?
Maybe, I don't know. Probably.
I do love watching your dog just bang that pillow though.
I know. He's trying to get comfortable.
Yeah, that's what I thought so too.
Yeah. But he so Jake actually programmed into his retheme and one of the particular shots where you lose points if you hit into it. And I love games that are like that. It adds a different dynamic to it where you're I need to avoid this shot because most of the time you're I need to hit this shot. So
this one you have to actually avoid nailing.
Oh yes,
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Water says the coolest machines I've seen thematically is Cactus Canyon, but what I think you mean is the redo of Cactus Canyon.
Depends, because I do like an original Cactus Canyon, but for those who aren't familiar with it, the original Cactus Canyon from the 90s, the code was not finished. Right. So Chicago Gaming, who is pretty much very well known for redoing machines, one of their last things they redid was Cactus Canyon, and they were going to finish the code, which Lyman Sheets, RIP, was one of the ones who was working with Josh Sharp to finish the code on it, because it was never finished. So if you find like an old Cactus Canyon in the wild, code's not finished.
Oh, so that's why the new one looks so cool though.
Well, that, and they like actually updated it to like make it look,
it has a
pretty.
Train.
It's super pretty. Yeah, and an actual train track that makes it look really pretty, for sure.
So yeah, totally agree on that one. Oh, we have a question from Attican. What pinball supplementary video games do you recommend?
So I tend to gear towards the ones where I can actually like learn the rules. So you're oh gosh, I have to pull up Steam right now because I have it on here. So I have Pinball. I have Pinball Arcade, and I think there's a Stern Pinball app as well.
Oh, nice.
That what I really like about that is like you actually can play the game, but there's a place where you can do a walkthrough. And if you're talking about Theater of Magic, this is how I learned how to do the video or bubbies.
Oh, okay. What happened in my fire? Rude.
I was more thinking about what JJ was doing on camera.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I just thought maybe we'd want a distraction. What the hell? That dog gets it.
Yeah,
and is currently getting it.
Yes, he with his
This
pillow.
stream just became not safe for work.
I'm sorry, everybody. It was my fault. It's my dogs. So Pinball Arcade, because you can do walkthroughs and actually how to play the machines, and that's where I majority learned the rules on things. So
Nathan Buck wants to know, does your gaming tend to focus on pinball? Do you other forms of kinetic gaming also would like attract you? What's about pinball that keeps you focused? Those are 6 questions, Nathan.
Yeah.
Right, you have to answer all of them, though, because I put it up there, so you have to do it.
So does my gaming tend to focus on pinball? Yes. I tend to really, like, that's where I really tend to dive deep on. And please keep this up so I can, like, see all of his questions or their questions. Do other forms of kinetic gaming also attract you? Yes. I'm very into... well, when it comes, I don't know if like kinetic gaming, you mean like actual physical games. I tend not to go towards those. I'm more of like a gamer PC kind of thing. I have my like genres that I like to do on the computer, which if you follow me on YouTube, which is just Pinball Jen, you can see my awesome tutorials that I'm posting right now of Disney's Dreamlight Valley, because I really enjoy simulation type games. What is it about pinball that keeps you focused? It's my release of stress from the world. It's great. I can focus my energy on trying to get the wizard mode, and that's I love it. Do I play virtual like Pinball FX? I do not have Pinball FX, but like I mentioned earlier, I have like Stern's Pinball Arcade and just like the pinball, like those kind of things on Steam. Don't play them very often. I mainly use them to like learn how to play the rules on it. Yeah.
Jane Mercy wants to know, if you were to have a pinball machine based on your life, what is and I'm reading it like that because it feels very introspective. What is something that has to be included?
That has to be included? I think there needs to be some type of like anxiety element based on it. Like you have to like balance a full glass of water on your head while you're playing, or
so like in the real,
or like
it's
stand
not
on
just the game,
right? Or like stand on one foot, or like do something that causes you, because like my life is full of anxiety, and that's why I play pinball, to like relieve my anxiety. But if you're talking about one that's based on my life, like that's what it would have to be. It would be like. Yeah.
So you have to make it more. You have to be more anxious when you play.
Oh, for sure. Or you would have to like listen to Lindsey Sterling every single time you play, because that's what I listen to in when I'm playing pinball.
Yeah. So. No, Nathan. It is budgeted. I'm monetizing now, so I have to be careful what we talk about, which is.
It's like my camera's out of focus. Come on.
I
You
thought
don't like
you were just
me?
covering because you were
No, I was like, I was
it.
trying to like focus on me. Oh gosh, I might have to
Speaking
like.
of focusing, a lot of people were wondering about what did you just disappear? Oh no,
Yeah,
you're
I
back.
turned my camera off and then on,
that
and then
freaked
like
me out.
maybe.
I thought I was drunk. I'm not nearly drunk enough for that.
Oh no, I was pre-gaming enough for the both of us.
Oh,
so.
nice. Well, while Pinball Jen's figuring this out, I thought I might remind you guys that
Yeah.
So good. We have a question.
I already bought my tickets.
From Tom Mahoney. Do you have any? This is something we talked about while you were here.
We did.
Tilting, because I get so nervous when when you play that thing, it's just like total sub-dom relationship, just spanking and kicking, and I'm like, you're gonna hurt it. And I remember at one point you turned around and you were like, no, I'm not. And I was like, all right, live your life then, because if I sneeze if I sneeze next to a machine, it tilts. So like, what are your like tricks and tips on that one?
So it depends on the machine. It depends on the location. It depends on a lot of different things. And that, you have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Like, as weird as that sounds, because everybody always tells you that in life, like, you gotta get out of your comfort zone.
It's true. It's very obvious.
Just like that too, with the hands and everything. So you don't be afraid to move it, because the machine is going to tell you if you've moved it too much. So up nudge it, move it side to side. Like,
what does that mean, up nudge?
Up nudge is like, you've got the machine in front of you and you push it up, you up nudge it, right?
Oh,
like,
okay, I guess it makes sense when you say it.
Instead of moving it from side to side, you're at the front of the machine and you just push it, so you're going up, so like, you're going up.
You're just going up, guys. We're going up. All right. So it's all about like how you nudge it. Hey, Jess, it's Jess. Hey, Jess.
Hey, Jess. Yes.
Sorry, you're up nudging. We're talking about up nudging, which I just learned is exactly as advertised.
Yes. So it's a matter of your comfort level. And like, the more that you play and the more that you move the machine, the more you're going to be familiar with what you can and cannot do. But the biggest thing is, don't be afraid to do that.
Oh, okay. So like, it's okay if you tilt it though.
It's absolutely okay if you do that. Like, as long as you're not like doing what Chad did when we played at Galloping Ghost and like throwing the machine across the
I was surprised by my own strength. Nathan,
I'm surprised you didn't get kicked out. Like, I mean,
I have been kicked out of lesser places. Nathan Buck, are those delicate key presses of Mr. Bill Larkin? Yes, indeed, they are. Always, because he's giving us uncopyrighted material, so I can keep this stream going. Let's see. Let's something controversial. Oh, Nate Chavez, Twin Peaks. Great show or awful show? Very controversial. I think it's one of my favorite shows.
I've never watched it.
Great, good talk. How's Lucy doing? Awesome. We were just talking this afternoon. Nathan Buck, man, I have slapped that Star Wars machine to save the ball when it was falling dead center between the flippers. I have regrets.
But here's the thing that I would challenge you to say. Like, you've probably heard the tilt warning on that, and now go back and watch any Star Wars movie. You'll never watch it the same again. Because you will always hear the tilt warning when you hear like the, rebel call or whatever it is. Right. I don't know what it is. I don't know Star Wars that much, but anyway.
Dexter Bravo, when are we going to get another How to Human? That'll probably end up happening on the Discord, because if I do it on this one, I'll get shut down and I can't monetize. So, hang on. Join the Discord. In the meantime, I have a question for you, Jen Pinball Jen of the Jen Pinball Gens. What IP demands a cabinet that has not been made yet?
Beetlejuice.
Real? Oh!
100%.
Excellent answer.
Beetlejuice, there are so many of us, like so many of my friends demand a Beetlejuice machine.
That's such a good idea.
Needs to be made by somebody. I'm about ready to just buy the Beetlejuice IP up and then like wait for all the other them to bid on it for me. Like, yeah, you can bid on it. Like, you can buy it from me.
Wow.
Because it needs to be. I have so many ideas for it, because it would just be such a wonderful machine. That Beetlejuice is at the top of my list. Like, that needs to be an IP that needs to be made.
So, are we talking the movie or the animated series?
We're talking the movie. Like, I want Michael Keaton front and center, like, on the, topper, with a sandworm, like, all of it.
I could see that because, like, sandworm could be a mode and that kind of shit.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah,
nice.
It could be that. Like, it literally could be, like, you're collecting the chapters of the Book of the Dead. Like,
ooh, I like that.
It could be, and of course, you've got to have, like, one of the modes is the scene where everybody is, like, singing the song, and you have to, like, dance during it. We said that. We said that.
Oh my god, yeah! And then we just
daylight comes in.
Like more money towards the estate of Harry Belafonte.
Yes,
and everyone
absolutely.
Wins. I just thinking like what like when the Stranger Things pinball machine goes into the upside down mode, it goes blue and kind of day glow. I can see the whole Beetlejuice machine like that.
Yeah, so it's got the UV kit. So that's the UV kit, which was very controversial during the Twippies last year, which I'm going to do a little bit of plug here. And that for those of you who want to like vote for pinball, Twippies pre-registering or pre-voting is right now. So you can go to twippies.com.
Wait. How do you spell Twippies? Put it in the comment section.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I gotta find it. I'll find it and I'll put it in there. But if you really want to, I haven't been very active on. There is no category for TikToker, so you can just vote for me for YouTuber.
That's badass. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So it's write-ins right now, so you can write in your votes. Yep, 2020 here. I'll just put it in here.
Yay! Do it. Do the thing.
No. Where's the chat? I lost the chat.
You'll find it. Attican says, has the Willy's Wonderland pinball game been made yet? No, it is not.
I want it to be so bad. I want it to be so bad. Like, it would be... And I heard, because working on the film a couple of months ago, heard some
not
people...
Willy's Wonderland. Don't get
No. I was not on the Willy's
Jen
Wonderland
was film. In another film.
Yeah. Had some friends in the industry who said they knew people who worked on that film, and that, originally that was actually supposed to be a cabinet game. So it was supposed to be like an arcade kind of game, and then they ended up switching it to be pinball. And I'm so glad that they switched it to pinball, because I think it worked out way better than if it would have been an arcade game.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
Wait, so why do you, I mean... Yeah, because it would have been more tactile, right?
I think it's more interactive, and I think that you get a lot more, you get, from a film perspective, there's only so much that you can film when you're filming a screen of a game you're playing, right?
Right.
Unless you're playing that turkey game that we played, and the feathers go like...
shoot!
Yes.
Turkey shoot's the shit! Wait, you get all the pages of the handbook for the recently deceased for a wizard mode. Nice.
Love it! Oh my gosh, Film with Bonus, what's up, Steve?
Yeah, yes! Steve, how are you?
Steve Bowden!
Good to see you, bud.
Yes! Hello.
Oh, that's kick-ass. All right, so if you could be...
Steve, I'm going to tell you right now, tell that to American, and make American buy the IP for Beetlejuice, please. Thank you.
Can we do that? And I want to have, give me, one voice on that. I don't need to be anybody special. Just somebody that just goes, whoa! If you get a bonus, just something like that. Because I was here too. Water though says, have you played Torpedo Alley?
No, not that I know of. I don't know that. No, I don't.
No, hold on. Let's make sure that's a game.
Are you Googling it right now? Because
Absolutely.
If you Google it, if you Google it and send it, because I don't know what that is.
Torpedo Alley. It's a Data East game from '88. And it looks cool and kind of kitschy. Oh, it's like a little cat. It's like an animated cat. It's like a submarine game. No, Steve Ritchie's not here.
No,
I wish though. There, you can kind of check it out if you guys are interested. Yeah, I could get. I mean, Steve Ritchie is the shit. I've met him a few times. I would love to have him on the stream sometime. But yeah, that's Torpedo Alley. So there you go. No, Fun with Bonus is also named Steve.
That's Steve Bowden.
Yeah.
Steve Bowden, congratulations on your awesome placement at the Sanctum, because you did way better than I did.
Okay. So I have a question about that, because we got into that a little bit too when I was like 6 shots in when you were here.
I was like four Chicago handshakes.
4 Chicago handshakes in. For those of you who don't know, Chicago handshake is an old style in Malort, and Jen had several of those. So first and foremost, how does placement work in the pinball tournaments that you do?
It depends on the way that the format is for the tournament. So so for the tournament that I played in at the Sanctum with Steve Bowden, it was match play rounds. So we played, and I hope behave. You're on camera, bud.
We're gonna get flagged.
I know. I don't want that. It was match play rounds. So we played 3 games with 4 people per round. So I played with 4 different people, and we played 3 different games, and we scored points based on that. So that's a match play round. Whereas if you play like a knockout, it depends on like, if you place first or second, you don't get a strike, versus if you place second or third or fourth, then you get a strike in the tournament. So there's lots of different formats. It just depends on like which one you're going to and what you're playing at.
So like recently when you were at the expo, when we were hanging out, what was that like? Like what was that bracket like?
So the flip out format is everybody qualifies for finals in that one. So you're qualifying for it is you play 15 games, and your best 12 out of those games qualify. So imagine just like it's a tournament. So imagine all of these like Stern games, and you play Led Zeppelin Pro, Led Zeppelin Premium, Jurassic Park, Iron Maiden. Like, Iron Maiden wasn't there, but I'm just saying, if you played, 15 games, your best 12 out of all of the 12 different games qualified you for your placing, and then you go into a bracket finals. So it's just like a, double elimination bracket. You play your person. If you win, you move on. If you don't, you move to the losers bracket, and you play until, you're towards the end of it, or you get knocked out.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's not even like a double elimination kind of thing.
It is a double elimination.
It's
a double elimination bracket. So if you lose your first round, then you go to the losers bracket. And then if you lose that, then you're out. If you're not, you still keep moving on.
Damn, for 24 straight hours at the Sanctum?
Yeah, that was the Sanctum.
Damn.
Yeah, and Steve, you tied for 4th, I believe. You played so well. Also, content. We have to create content. That was me and
Tom Mahoney says there should be an Invader Zim pinball if there isn't one already.
Oh, I would love that.
That's
I would
cool.
Seriously love that. And
my vote is still for Beetlejuice, but that would be really cool.
I know. I would just like my thing that I always remember from Invader Zim is like, look at me, I'm a squirrel.
Water though says, do you find Stern's Insider's built-in score and achievement tracking to be cool/helpful, or does it detract from the experience for you? That's very inside baseball. I feel so professional right now.
I enjoy Insider Connected. I think that playing in a tournament, I don't pay too much attention to it, but if I'm just playing for fun, I enjoy playing the Insider Connected and trying to earn those achievements, because it's like a video game. I'm an achievement collector. If anybody wants to follow me on Steam, it's the exact same name. I collect achievements when I play video games, and so Insider Connected allows you to play the game in a different way, where it's not I'm trying to get the score. I am trying to get this achievement or that achievement, this skill shot, that mode, this thing. And so I think it's a different way to interact with the game that I really enjoy, which is something similar to what Scorbit is doing with American and Jersey Jack games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you could be any pinball cabinet, what would you be? And don't say Beetlejuice, we already talked about it.
No, I would be the pinball cabinet from Toy Story 4. Like, I would want all of, not like nice. I want people to like live in me, but like I just want to interact with all the characters from Toy Story 4. Like I want them to, that's why I was so excited for when Jersey Jack announced they were doing a Toy Story 4 game. While I wasn't excited that it was Toy Story 4, I understood why. I was just really pumped for a Toy Story, like a Disney game that wasn't Star Wars or Mandalorian, or not that I don't like those, but like, an actual game that I could enjoy, you know?
What would you consider your like I'm going to impress you cabinet that you like know super well that you could be like, "Hey, I know you've never met, but you want to watch me show off?" What would that one be?
Star Wars.
Star Wars, the one we were just talking about earlier.
The one that everybody hates that I love because nobody wants to play it. Like, I'll choose Star Wars all day. I'll choose Han, get my video mode, get that, I'll do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have Pokemon Pinball. Interesting.
There is. So I did not, unfortunately, get to play that. So it's a homebrew game that was at Expo. I did not get to play that Pokemon Pinball game, but I heard really great things about it. Also, Steve, who's in the chat as well. 40x multiplier. But Steve, you were telling me about the what is it? The like if you could type it into the chat, Steve, that homebrew that was very Spanishized. That was
you say
really
homebrew, you mean
cool.
somebody made their own cabinet. It's not a release.
Correct. Yeah, it's
okay.
not a release. It's people who make the machines at home or like
hobbyists, enthusiasts, and people with more money and skill than I do.
Oh yeah, absolutely, me too.
Damn.
So, but there was a homebrew that Steve, the Kaiju, that game. I wish I would have played it because it looked so cool and was so great.
Okay.
It was
Is
so
there like
innovative.
a way we can Google that? Is it still available? Like, look at?
You should be. I think you should be able to like Google it. Like if you do like the Kaiju like homebrew pinball, it'll probably if the creator has made some things, you should be able to see it. But it's a very unique style playfield that I wish I would have played. I've only seen pictures that Steve posted and like other people have posted from it, but it looks really, really cool.
Water Those wants to know, what's the strangest pinball cabinet that you have ever seen?
There is a game that I believe it's an Elton John themed game that
we were not just talking about that, right?
That has called Banana Flippers.
Oh, okay. I read about those.
Not Captain Fantastic.
Okay.
But there's a game that has banana flippers. So they're flippers that are actually like, curved when you play it. They're not like the straight, and it's a very strange game to play.
Okay.
Also, that what was it? The Cubert's Quest game.
Yeah, that one was
really
weird. They had that at Logan. I thought there was that other one that was
that Galloping Ghost.
Oh, that was that Galloping Ghost.
Yeah.
What was the one that was like the machine? Okay, go with me on this. Is trippy. The machine is here, but like it's projected onto the screen here, so you're like hitting the ball and it looks like you're shooting it up. Like we played that one at Galloping Ghost because like the actual board is down and then there's a mirror that reflects it. And so like you're hitting it and it looks like you're shooting the ball up, but you're really just playing pinball. It was
you showed me that game. You showed me that game. I don't remember what the name of that game was, but you showed me that. That was also really strange too. Orbiter 1. Dude, Joe, I love Orbiter 1.
Joe, it's happening.
I will stand by Orbiter 1 any day. People hate that game, but I absolutely love Orbiter 1. It is really great. That is my most viewed video on TikTok, is my video of Orbiter 1, because it's the only game where you can do a backwards flip.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Tom Mahoney wants to know, if you were stuck on an island with one machine and unlimited credits and power, what machine would it be?
Probably Maiden.
Okay.
It'd probably be Iron Maiden. Yeah, for sure.
Kaiser wants to know, is there a machine based on a book, not a movie? That sounds like a Google.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Oh shit, Haunted House. We played that.
We played Haunted House too.
Hey, that's Arunas from the Logan Arcade.
Yay!
My buddy who I played with on the stream last time. How are you, bud? Phil McKinney wants to know, has there been a pinball machine that's permanently on multi-ball mode?
No, not that I know of.
Fun with bonus wants to know, Varcon.
Oh, is that the one that maybe is based on a book?
Oh, maybe. No, I think that might be the one that you flip that we were talking about earlier that's like inverted.
Oh, that's inverted? Yeah, it could be it.
That's cool.
It was
Jane Mercy is taking off. Go to bed, sleep well, hydrate, bud. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna do fine. But yeah, it's a rough ride, but you'll be all right. A Wreck-It Ralph pinball, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, I would enjoy a Wreck-It Ralph pinball machine. For sure.
Agatha Christie theme machine. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Varcon is the vertical game. That game is fucking weird, man.
Yes. Yeah. It was interesting. It's not the circus game that has like the 3 levels that I know is at the Pinball Hall of Fame in Vegas, but it's an interesting game for sure.
Phil McKinney says, there been a pinball machine that's permanent? Oh no, we already asked that question.
Yeah, we already asked that one.
Phil, we already answered your question. It's not on.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
No.
Let go. Going Nuts in Blackwater.
Ooh, Going Nuts. Oh, does Going Nuts start with multi-ball? But Blackwater 100. I've only played that game once, Steve. Trent had that at the barn for the summer pinball thing a couple of years ago. But yeah, dude, you're right. I forgot about that. But I don't know about Going Nuts. Yeah.
Aruna says, doing good. Was killing it on Medieval Madness, which I have seen this man rock that cabinet and is next level.
That is Chicago Gaming's next remake is Medieval Madness.
What? Oh, yeah, it is due. It needs some upgrades, but I love that game. How do you feel about the champion pub, the championship pub one? That game wigs me out.
I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like, I enjoy it, but it's also very weird.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I hated it the first, like, couple of times I played it, but then it kind of grew on me because I'm like, okay, now I kind of know what I'm doing. But I never try and go for the fights. I just go for multi-ball.
Yeah, go for multi-ball. The fights are tough. I love my favorite. The reason I love that one is there's a jump rope option.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking adorable.
Yep. Yes, and it gets faster and faster.
Invaders from Mars, the one with the corn monsters. I love that game.
Invader, is that a cabinet? Because I don't know of it as a
Invaders
pinball.
from Mars. Isn't that that's the cabinet one? Because
there's Attack from Mars.
Attack from Mars, and then there's another one.
And there's Revenge from Mars.
Revenge from Mars. That's right. I bet you Attican is thinking about the.
Revenge from Mars is the Pinball 2000 machine that was like the era of Revenge from Mars, Episode 1 of Star Wars, and there was one other one. I don't remember what it was.
The Attack from Mars is the one that's straight up cabinet. Revenge from Mars has the video overlay, right?
Yeah, Revenge from Mars has the video overlay where it has it. Nice. Steve, Attack from Mars or Medieval Madness? Choose one. I'm gonna choose Attack from Mars.
Agreed.
For sure.
Seconded. Boom. It has been decided.
Yeah, it's Attack from Mars for sure.
Water though says the Gottlieb Haunted House machine is probably the weirdest one I've ever seen. You're not wrong, man. It's a fucking trip to play.
It's weird. It is weird, but I love it because of the 3 levels. Like I think it's so great.
I love this question. I love this comment because like I don't fully understand it, but I just want to read it like just as is. I mean, any old wood rail you could shoot all 5 balls at the same time. That's right. We're shooting balls at wood.
I love you, Joe. Pinball degenerates forever.
Corn monsters. I want to know about this corn monster one. We got to figure out what that one is.
Yeah, I don't know what that one is.
Did they ever do a Mall Madness one?
A marble? It says Marble Madness.
Did they also do a Mall Madness? And also,
oh my gosh, I would play a Mall Madness pinball game, hands down, but absolutely play it. And you have to like, it's kind of like, do you remember the game Pretty Pretty Princess?
Oh, are you kidding me, man? I fucking slept on one of those for like
if there
year,
was like
I'm very small, that's why.
Yeah, it was like if there was a Mall Madness meets Pretty Pretty Princess, like, you have to like wear everything. Oh yes. Oh.
A+.
Love it. Yes.
Okay, so old wood. Thank you, Nathan. Let's see, like top 5. Like we were playing some good ones. So Attican was talking earlier about the Elvira ones because there's like 3 or 4 of them, right?
There's 3.
What was the one that we were enjoying? It wasn't scared. Was it Scared
Stiff? We were playing Scared Stiff.
Yeah.
There's the I never remember the name of it, but there's the barbecue one.
I think it's called like Scared Meats. Oh man, what's that one
you're
called?
Way off. You're way off.
I can't even name
it. Yeah.
Scared Meats.
Well, there's there's Elvira and the Party Monsters.
Is that not the barbecue one?
That's the barbecue one, and then there's Scared Stiff, and then there's the House of Horrors, which is the newest one.
That's the one that's at Logan. I play that one too.
Yeah.
Party Monsters. Yup.
Yeah, Party Monsters.
Oh, Tom Mahoney
yeah.
wants to play Mall Madness with us anytime. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I will play Mall Madness. Oh, there we go. Maybe when I like venture into my stream, I'll get all these like really old games from the 90s, and we could play Mall Madness. We could play Pretty Pretty Princess.
I want to play. All right, so I want to do a board game stream with the old Nightmare VHS games from back in the way days.
Ooh, I don't know those ones.
Oh man, those things are fucking nuts. The idea is that you're like, it's a board. The board is a cemetery. And, like, you got a VHS tape that you put in the VHS player.
Ooh.
And you let it run for an hour, and then every couple of minutes, this, like, gravedigger pops up and goes,
loving it.
Stop playing! And one of you has to run around the room and shit.
I'm loving it. I will play this all day.
Phil McKinney, Crossfire, the Pinball Edition. It is Pinball. I mean, if you think about it, it's Battle Ball. All right, never mind. Let's see. Our House of Terrors. Yeah, House of Horrors. Yeah, you're right.
House of Horrors. Yeah, House of Horrors.
Also, Scared Meats. Sounds like the opposite.
That's Scared.
I would play Scared Meats.
It's the barbecue one. It's the barbecue
one. I would 100% do Scared Meats. We were playing that one for a while. I don't know. My favorite thing to rock right now when I go down to Logan, because that's my bar.
Yeah.
Is I fucking love Monster Bash.
I love Monster Bash too. Like, I think it's such a fun game. It's such a, it's challenging enough that it keeps the, competitive player occupied, but it's simple enough that the casual player can understand what to do.
Right.
And
it's also
really
super pretty.
It's very pretty. It's very pretty.
How old is that one?
Monster Bash is from the 90s.
Because the one that I played over at Logan is definitely a retread, right? Like
that's a Chicago Gaming remake. I think that was one of the first ones that they remade, was Monster Bash. I think they did it really well. I know they've redone Attack from Mars, they've redone Monster Bash. I think Cactus Canyon is their third one, and I think Medieval Madness is the next one. So, yeah.
Oh, interesting question from Sean Levy. What's the strangest launch mechanism you've ever seen?
I don't know.
The one for Taxi, where you have to hit it hard enough that it spins around and like.
Oh, you're talking
points.
about. Oh, yeah. Oh, if that's what you're doing, that's the same thing that happens on Cactus Canyon. You're spinning it around. Yeah.
I don't know. I think as far as like strange launch mechanisms go, the one for Rick and Morty is kind of wild because you have like it sets off a timer for like, because the thing is like once it goes down into the drain, you still have like a return ball, but like it has a timer for that as opposed to like a light. I thought that one was odd. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah. I mean, it could count. I'm thinking more of like the weirdest way to plunge a ball. Is what
even better, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way that I answer that question, which I don't know if I've like really encountered something that's like, yeah.
Chicago has already done it. They already have it, and it's
so then maybe that's their prototype then, because I know it's not
a prototype.
Yes.
Yes. I want to put out there that there has been some chatter in the chat right now about the Nightmare board game and the Star Trek board game, both of which I've talked about extensively in my streams, because the Nightmare board game, whenever the gatekeeper pops up, and I put the a thing about it in the chat. Whenever the gatekeeper comes up, you have to say yes, my gatekeeper, or you get penalized, which I think is just like
I haven't done that
dark,
yet.
Kinky shit. And then in the Star Trek board game, the VHS one, there's a famous YouTube compilation of the Klingon from that game yelling "Experience Beige," and beige is the Klingon word. Here we go. Beige is the Klingon word for like punishment. So like throughout the game, when he wants to, like, if he like penalizes you for something, he just has to yell "Experience Beige." I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna put it in there so I don't sound crazy. Anyway, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't.
No,
I'm loving it.
No idea
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah.
All right. So like, what? All right. So here we are. So I got to play the James Bond one. That was kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not out yet, but it will be out soon.
I mean, it is, but it's not finished.
What does that mean? It's not. Well, so there were like two of them.
There was the Pro and the Premium.
Okay, but like one was Dr. No, and the other one was
That was just the art. That was just the art.
Okay.
There's different features in the Pro and the Premium. You just have to, but the code itself is not finished.
Oh, okay. So they were just like testing it out?
No, it's just like video games where like I'm going to release this game, people can buy it, and then we'll get feedback and like update the code based on the feedback that we've received. They do that for every single one. When they released Mandalorian, it wasn't finished, but...
Oh, so that's not uncommon.
Oh, it's not uncommon in pinball at all. No, absolutely not.
All right. So, Dragon Strike. Yeah, we talked about that, man. Oh, dude, that game is fucking nuts. All right. So we were discussing earlier about favorite pinball games and things that you love and games that you want to be and games that you wish you were. What game? What IP? Like what genre of IP right now do you think just needs to be retired for a bit for pinball?
Dad Rock.
Yes, because there's a lot.
It's there. Okay, if anybody, again, Stern, I love you. Don't hate on me for this. You have a formula. You do a movie or TV show IP, and then you do a Dad Rock, and then you do another one, and then a Dad Rock. Every other one is a Dad Rock, and I get it. It sells. It makes money, but those of us that are starting to maybe potentially become into disposable income don't want Dad Rock machines. Yeah. So you got to expand.
Give us more classic 90s cartoon machines.
And so this is the first place that I'll kind of announce it, but not really give you too much details. I'm working on something that will be coming in beginning of next year that'll be really fun, that has to do with all of that IP kind of thing, especially when it comes to music.
What? I want an exclusive. Whatever you're talking about when it drops, I want you on the Birdcast.
Yes. I will definitely reach out to you to let you know, because I'm ready for not Dad Rock machines. So
there needs to be a Chad Bird pinball game.
Yes,
I'm 100% in on that.
Oh my gosh, will it be like the machine from what is it? Aqua Teen Hunger Force, where it's got 13 buttons that all control and there's no tilt. I would buy that machine all day.
What I would love if I were to design this machine. Thank you for asking. If I were to design this machine, I think it would be I want it classic, kind of my favorite machine that they had for a while at Logan was the Can Crusher.
Oh, Paps. Yeah, it was Can Crusher, which was also Primus.
It has that that vintage vibes. It's very simple. I would want that, but a lot more voices. Every time you hit a jackpot thing, it's me just whoa, no way, and all the music is classic 80s guitar rock, which I know kind of doubles down on the Dad Rock thing, but it's all original tunes.
No, and then, because most of the Dad Rock tends to be from the 70s.
70s,
right?
Okay. But oh man, all the possibilities are endless. All the different bonuses. You spell Chad, but you have to spell Chad the bird, so it's not so easy. And then then there's I want there to be a little me that pops up with okay, you have to hit me to get me out of the way. It's the down in front mode that goes on. So I pop up as a little plastic guy with a little beer in my hand, and it's just you just hear me going down in front, and you have to hit me.
The wizard mode is I am not a puppet.
Oh fuck yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Give it up for, this is such a great idea.
Yes.
I want to work on
Greetings, humans. Anytime someone starts the game, greetings, humans.
That's how it starts.
Absolutely.
There's just, who is it? Is it Easter egg where the machine plays that whole space math song? Yeah, 100%. Oh, we have to get permission from fucking Monty Python for that, but I'm not mad. Hey, check this out, everybody. What?
Woo, that's me.
Yep, I got that card.
It's this
Thank
way.
you, Han. Wait, it's over there.
There we go. Woo, 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 woo.
Thank you,
there
thing.
It is. Yes.
Yeah, I got that. I got a fucking bubblegum card with Jen on it. Boom. B-Gels.
Yes. I have a Walter Day trading card.
I love the... Oh, man. I want to talk about creating this game so bad.
Yeah.
First of all, I want it to be a ceramic ball.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. Absolutely. It glows in the dark, too.
Glows in the dark. Oh, God. I want to have so many, day glow, options. I want it to change, And it like covers a whole bunch of weird ass bases where it's just like you hit the wrong thing. I'm like, oh no, you found a portal to the vortex. And there's like little tentacles that like pop up and wave around and you have to hit them. Oh, it's just gonna be Lovecraftian as fuck. I love it. Oh, this is a great idea.
We'll talk offline.
We'll talk offline
and
about
then
this.
Steve's on here from American. So Steve, you can get with Chad. You can get his IP. We can create something with American. It'd be great.
Yeah, I love it. I love all of this. Well, I mean, we're wrapping up, everybody, because we're doing a Birdcast right now, and I don't want to have to edit too much. But before we fuck off, first of all, thank you wait, hold up. What is this now? A drink? Oh, there's so many questions. Before we fuck off into this lovely night, that's a shout out to my boy Greg Proops. Jen, I don't know, you play a lot of games. You played a lot of games in your life, but have you ever played 2 minutes and 10 questions? No, you haven't. Nobody has. And now we're about to. Number 10. What kind of dip can you make with avocados and a carnival game?
Guacamole.
Oh, 1 out of 10. Number 9. What board did Mario use to contact his brother when he was out of lives?
I don't know.
A Luigi board. Number 8. Why can't you blindfold a Pokemon?
Because you gotta catch them all.
Because it's always gonna Pikachu. Number 7. What's a French person's favorite gaming system?
I don't know.
A Wii. Number 6. How do you know Jackpot Light's ready to party?
Cause it's always lit.
Yeah! 2 out of 10! Number 5. What do you have to pay to get more than one pinball out of prison?
Oh no. There we go. Okay.
Oh wow, you just biffed out. Hilarious.
I said an extra ball.
Oh no, it's a multi-bail. And where are we at? Number 6. If somebody else count. Oh yeah, number 6. How do you relax in a pinball game?
I don't know.
You get a combo. Number 3, like a combo, but it's calm. Number 3. Number 3, how do you... I'm going in reverse order. We're on
That's
7.
Cool.
We're on number 7. How do you get a leaner pinball game?
I don't know how.
You tilt it. Get it? Number 2, what pinball manufacturing company is always very serious?
Stern.
Yeah! 3 out of 10! And number 10, how do you help a cheerleading pinball cabinet show off her stunting skill?
How do you... Say it one more
How
time?
do you help a cheerleading pinball cabinet show off her stunting skill?
I would say you tilt it.
Oh, so close. You flip her, but 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10.
Okay,
Not bad. You're on the board, bud.
I have one for you.
Okay.
What's the saddest shot in pinball?
Oh, the saddest shot in pinball. The drain? The cry lane? I don't know. What is it?
The left out lane.
Oh, too good. Too good. Oh, all right. Everybody else have any questions all right, what does our contestant win tonight? Well, I mean, I have prizes and I will send them to Jen for playing the game. But like, we'll take pictures of them. I think right now, you win the fact that you get to say that you are 3 out of 10 on the board. And when we have the 2 minutes and 10 questions championship, you have to play because the highest score is 4 out of 10. So you are second place. You are in the second place. Oh, Sean Levy says you win the Chad the Bird VHS game, which I could make. I'll take
that. I'll take it.
That we could do. That's not hard to do. Well, thank you, Pinball Jen. Do you have anything you want to plug right now that's like going on in the Pinball Jen world?
Not too much because obviously, if you couldn't tell, I have just recently moved. So, you can just make sure to follow me on social media, JAY_RUPE, JRoop, Instagram, TikTok. Those are 2 big, social medias that I post on. So feel free to follow me there. If you're feeling ambitious and want to watch non-pinball content on my pinball channel, you can search for me on Pinball Jen on YouTube and follow me there as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
But I do want to say thank you, Chad, for having me. This has been awesome. This is super fun.
No, this is huge. So, this has been one of those crazy things that's been happening since I jumped in the internet. Since I get to meet people like Pinball Jen.
Yeah, and I get to meet people like you.
Yeah, and we get to meet each other, and then you get to watch us both do that. Do I have anything to plug? Oh, thank you for asking. Five times! That's a record. Boom! You have to come on. The next time we do a Discord one, you have to come on so we can do all the Retrodeo bumps that I have. But we can't do that on these because I'll get bumped for having copyrighted music. Because Jan Hammer, I got your number. I got your number because I always pick Jan Hammer tunes. And I'm proud of it. I'm just saying. Well, hey, thank you everybody for coming. Obviously, I don't have an outro for this one because it's not a Retrodeo.
But you do.
Oh, I do.
I know what your outro is.
I wonder what it could possibly be.